Hello and welcome. In this video, I will be showcasing a demonstration of our HR information management system. My focus will be particularly on the modules for personnel administration, payroll administration, access control, and user permissions. Our solution would give you a branded portal with your own organizational logo. You may also opt for it to be deployed on your own organizational domain or subdomain. Once you've logged into our solution, you will be greeted with your own dashboard. I will be going through the dashboard from top to bottom, left to right. On the left-hand side, we have the sidebar, which is usually holding the navigation menu. The navigation menu contains the dashboard which we currently are on. The dashboard gives you a bird's eye overview of information within your system. You would also have a link to an advanced dashboard and other links. For example, under the HR section, you have the section for employee information management, leaves, shift roster, attendance, holidays, designation, departments, and appreciation. Don't worry, I would go through all of the contents of these functionalities, especially focusing on the major ones. We'll also be looking at other features and functionalities on the screen. And so let's begin. The first thing I'd like to show you is your dashboard. And on your dashboard, you get bird's eye overview of the entire system. If you opt for a time attendance system, your employees will be able to clock in and clock out directly from their dashboard. The clock in and clock out feature can also be customized to ensure that employees can only clock in from your location or from a designated IP address. On your dashboard, as an administrator, you get more granular information compared to what an employee would see on their own portal. The view we're currently on is the view of a super administrator, which is the view for basically viewing everything within the system. And you will see from my dashboard, I have overview on shift schedule, week time logs, tasks, upcoming birthdays, tickets, calendars, employee appreciations, so on and so forth. Beyond the dashboard, you would also have access to an advanced dashboard. On the advanced dashboard, you will see the total number of employees, total number of projects, if your installation has that module enabled, hours that have been clocked in by staff on their task, pending task, as well as attendance records. You'd also get additional views for advanced dashboards on projects. On the next view, you would see the HR Advanced Dashboard. On the HR Advanced Dashboard, you would see the total number of leaves applied for the time period, total number of employees, total number of exits, attendance. You would also be able to dig deeper into other reports, bar charts. There are also other reports to enable you have insights as to the data that you have within your system. All of these are automatically generated from the data that you have within the system. One of the major modules is the personnel administration module. On this view, you will be able to see information regarding every employee within your own organization. The personnel administration module, which is referred to as employees here, gives you the functionality of adding an employee to your database records, either by adding that information manually through a form, inviting the employee through an email, or alternatively, if you want, for you to import the employee using an importation tool. All you simply need to do is upload a file format in Excel, XLS, or CSV, and you will be able to import employee data. The personnel administration module enables you to also view information regarding the personnel. You will be able to drill down to the information on employees, as well as edit information on that particular employee. On the personnel administration module, there is functionality for employee profile management, as well as a list of other functionalities as it relates to that particular employee. On my screen, you can see projects, tasks, leaves, leave quotas, time logs, documents, emergency contacts, tickets, appreciation, shift roster, permissions, activity, and immigration. All of these have different functionalities which you can access. You can create a new employee by clicking on the Add Employee button. you would need to enter the employee credentials by filling out the form you see on the screen. You can also keep track of custom data within the employee administration view. You can also invite employees by clicking on the Invite Employee link. Employees can be invited by using one of the invitation features that exist within the app. You can invite employees via emails by simply entering their emails and adding a custom message if you require, or by sending an invite link to allow employees join your HR system either via their own personal email or to allow emails from only designated domains. One of the modules that exists within the system is the leave management module. The leave management module enables employees to apply for leaves directly from their own portal. Your employees would have their own portal for accessing their HR information, including their payroll data, as well as applying for leave, clocking in and clocking out. Every leave application would come into the system, and you would also receive an email notification of every leave application. You can also manually enter leave data on behalf of employees by clicking on the Add Leave button. The Add Leave button would enable you to select the employee who you want to enter the leave for. You could select the leave type. You could also select the status of the leave, and then select single, multiple, first half or second half leave durations. Whatever the reason for absence can also be captured within the system. If you have the time attendance module enabled, employee time attendance records would be shown on the screen, and there are different views for different use cases. You can have a bird's eye view on employee attendance. You can also narrow down to attendance by team member. You can narrow down to attendance by the hour, as well as attendance by location. This data can also be exported to external systems for onward processing. Within the system, you can keep track of all holidays and also mark holidays so they do not affect employee attendance records. You can keep track of all public holidays, special days, so that employees' attendance are not affected by holidays. Within the system, we also have a notice board feature. You can send notices to employees as well as to clients if you have clients within your system. You can select the notice heading if it's a departmental-wide notice, and also enter the details of the notice. Payroll is an important part of any HR information management system. The payroll administration module enables you to generate employee payroll, generate pay slips, as well as update employee salary information. Within our system, you can generate payroll by simply clicking a button to generate payroll. You can select if you want to include employees' expense claims, mark approved leaves as paid, add time logs on task to the salary, mark absent days as unpaid, and if you want to use attendance for generating payroll. Payroll can also be viewed historically. You can view employee payroll data, view employee pay slips, as well as modify the information based off of whatever is required. Employees' earnings as well as deductions will be shown on their pay slips, and employees would also have access to their pay slips on their own portal. Payroll can be configured using the payroll configuration view, in which you can determine employee salary circle. Employee salary groups would also be shown, and you can determine if you want to generate payroll for a particular employee or not. You can update employee salary information or even add new salary data based off of what is required. We already have forms that do the automatic computations of salaries, including any salary components, whether for fixed or variable billing cycles. Under the payroll setting, you can have different salary components, salary groups, salary tax deduction structures, salary payment methods, payroll settings, and payroll currency settings. However number of components are required, you can create components for different kinds of salary scales. On the screen, you can see different demo configurations on how you can do this. You can create salary groups so that salary groups can be applied to particular employees, and this can be created for an unlimited number of entries. Depending on how your tax structure is set up, you can configure the percentage deductions based off of staff earning for remittances to the tax office. Within our system, we have functionality for modifying user roles permissions, and access matrix. Literally every module can be customized to enable employees to be able to add records, view records, update, or delete records. Whatever sort of configuration you require can be achieved using the user roles matrix. In addition to this, we provide a service level agreement that details the nature of our support services. We also provide a guide as to actions and response times for low priority to critical action points. I hope this gives you an understanding of our solution, as well as the different functionalities that exist within our system. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and we look forward to discussing the details of our proposal in the future.